everyone. Welcome to Pipes, Tobacco, and Whiskey. As you can tell from the smoke coming from our mouths that it's a little chilly today. We actually got some snow here in North Texas. Probably the only time it'll snow all year long.
Yep.
Yeah. Got my sons with me, Ian and Nathan, and we are going to give you our impressions on a Cornell and Diehl favorite.
Yeah.
This is called Gentleman Caller. Now, a couple of weeks ago, we did an episode on Crooner, which has deer tongue in it. This one also has deer tongue. Where Crooner was a Burley based, this one is more of a Virginia based. So we're kind of comparing the two, and I'm going to give you our thoughts about that. So this is, they call this an American blend. It has Burley, Perique, Virginia. The toppings that it has for flavoring in there's a little bit of a liqueur alcohol flavoring in it, but it also has deer tongue. It's a ribbon cut, comes in 2-ounce tins, and you can get it pretty much anywhere that they sell Cornell and Diehl products. We got ours from smokingpipes.com.
Yep.
The strength on this is moderate. The flavorings none detected. The taste on this is medium. And so let's just jump right in and give our thoughts about Gentleman Caller. So what do you guys think about the tin note on this one? What you're going to get from this, more than likely, is kind of an herbal, floral, vanilla kind of smell and taste from it. So we'll see how that plays.
That's what I get from it.
As you get, yeah.
I really get that kind of honey herbal scent from it. It's just almost like a potpourri, just like Crooner's was, but I get more of the grassy hay scents too from the Virginias, and that's why I enjoy this one better than the other.
Yeah, it looks, just by looking at the blend, it looks like there's less deer tongue in this blend than there was in the Crooner.
Yeah, just from looks, but it's also, I think, because since there's more of those lighter Virginia colors in it, that, I mean, there's a whole twig of deer tongue right there. I just think that those lighter colors also hide more of the deer tongue, because I always thought that there was a little more deer tongue in this one than the other.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, just by looking at the blend, it kind of looks like, like it's actually got more tobacco than deer tongue from the Crooner.
Yeah.
But, I get a nice nutty smell from here. I get a grassy smell.
Yeah, it looks like there's more in there than there is.
Bigger chunks for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, bigger chunks for sure. Yeah, I like the vanilla smell that
really
deer tongue
do.
gives. And there isn't kind of a floral essence to it. I get a little honey out of that. Yeah, wondering if that's from the Virginias that they're using.
Or the liquor topping,
Maybe, yeah.
Something that they're using just to add to it. Because the last one in the Crooners, I got way more of the vanilla and that herbal floral scent. Whereas this one, I'm getting like a mixture, like a brown sugar sweetness.
Something else in there, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Well, what do you guys getting out of the tastes?
It's hot.
It burns.
It burns my tongue.
It burns hotter.
It's burning my tongue a little
I think
bit.
it's the Virginias that cause it to just burn a little faster. I love the taste of this, though. It's a little more medium-bodied, a lot more mellowed out than Crooner's was. The Burleys work well. You get your nutty scent, your nutty flavors from the Burleys. But, man, I just can't. You can't beat, in my opinion, the grassy kind of flavor from the Virginias mixed with that sweet deer tongue. I just think it's so
There's
good.
a sweetness to this blend that I enjoy more than the Crooners did. The Crooners the Crooner was pretty burley heavy, and it had quite a punch to it too.
Yeah, I remember we had a hard time.
Yeah, we did that on an empty stomach and probably shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one is a lot more mellow, like you said. It's a little more sweetness. It's got a maltiness to it that I find interesting as well.
Yeah, I really like this blend.
I get the grassies from the Virginias. I get the vanilla from the deer tongue. There's a little tanginess in there as well.
It's getting better the lower it goes for me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't taste any of the Perique.
I don't either. None of it. It's barely noticeable. I really didn't know there was Perique in this blend until we got the review sheets together and the information, and I was like, oh, sure enough, there is.
They must just use a touch of it in there, but it really is nice. I get a little bit of that honey sweetness also, a little mintiness. There's a little mintiness in the background.
And that was the same way with crooners too. And
It's got to be the deer tongue. It's got to be the deer tongue, yeah. And there's the Virginias really are nice in this. The tasty, sweet, kind of a lemony citrus in there. It's really nice, yeah. What are you thinking?
Big fan of this one.
It's just every time I seem to smoke this one, it ends up hurting my throat a little bit.
Yeah?
It's just hot every time. Doesn't matter what the pipe is either. I've tried it out with Church Warden too.
Well, and that the only thing I can possibly think of is the way it came to us. It was a touch dry.
Yeah, yeah.
It burns so much quicker. Like I had a full packed bowl, and now I'm almost done with my smoke.
Mine wasn't fully packed, so I'm about to the bottom.
That's quick.
Well, it's a small bowl.
Yeah.
And I like this smoke so much I burned through it really quickly.
I like this one. It's a nice sweetness behind it, and it's not an artificial sweetness. I don't know if the topping is adding to that sweetness or if it's in the Virginias, but it's pretty nice. I like it a lot. Okay, well, what do you think about the room note?
Smells outdoorsy.
This is a very pleasant room note for me. Slight musky, mostly floral though. Mostly a floral kind of scent. I think this is a very pleasant room note.
Tell me a little more about your outdoorsy. What are you thinking?
Like, I mean, when you're walking through a field and stuff like that, when you get all the grassy smells and everything like that, I think it really comes out whenever it's the room note too.
Okay.
I smell really grassy, outdoorsy smells.
That's that Virginia too.
I get a almost like a toast smell, you know, like bread that's been toasted, you know.
Yeah.
And of course the floral, the vanilla kind of scent there. There's a mustiness to the smell as well.
I'm smelling the bread now that you're talking about that.
Yeah.
The bread smell.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It's like toasted, like that fresh first batch toasted morning bread that you get with a cup of coffee. I mean, there's not much of that in America anymore, but you get it right when you go at a donut shop at 3 o'clock in the morning.
3 o'clock in the morning.
Shop.
Hey!
How you get toast from a donut shop?
You don't, but you get the nice toasted, sweet smell in the air.
3 a.m. the best.
Oh, donuts.
All right, so what do you think about the nicotine content on this one?
It's really not there for me. I don't get much of a nicotine hit. It's really just the heat, not even the Nick hit that's hitting me in the throat or anything.
Compared to the
crooners, this is
nothing.
Mm-hmm. But I would say compared to some of my other straight Virginia blends, your sweetened Virginia blends like Autumn Evening or things like that, I think this one hits a little harder.
Yeah.
It's just because of the burley content. That burley does add enough of a hit for me to say this is an enjoyment smoke.
Kind of a medium.
Yeah.
Maybe a medium.
Moderate medium. Yeah.
Well, like you said, it did come to us a little bit dry. I was surprised when you showed me the tin because in my jar that you gave me, the deer tongue was broken up and it was kind of in small flakes and I didn't see as much. But boy, from the tin, big old chunks of that.
Huge chunks. And then there's big twigs in it too. It's like they broke it apart and just slapped it in there.
Yeah. It really is pretty cool to look at. If you've never smoked deer tongue before, I would definitely suggest that you try it in a cob first because it can ghost your pipes. So you want to try it out first, and then if you like it, go to commit a briar to it or whatever. You know, the smell of this is just awesome. I love it. The burley and the deer tongue are a great combination. We noticed that in Crooner. I like it better here with the Virginia added as well. That scent lingers. It's a great natural aromatic.
Yes, that's the thing that I was looking for. This was the one that came up when I first found this one. Natural aromatics.
Yeah, and it's definitely tamer than the Crooner.
Yeah.
Crooner was a bit rough.
Yeah, that burley would really knock you down.
As Ian has experienced, if you smoke it hard, if you puff it hard,
Yeah.
it can get hot on you. So you got to take your time with it. You have to think about it. You can't just load it and go. You got to kind of baby it a little bit.
Well, and y'all mentioned y'all were on an empty stomach when y'all tried the crooners, and I am right now on this, and I'm feeling like it must be tamer if y'all were feeling sick, because I'm not really.
Yeah.
I'm on an empty stomach. It's not really hurting me or anything like.
Crooners was rough.
Yeah.
Crooners was a hard stand up after.
This has been compared to the old version of half and half tobacco. It doesn't have a bite, very few rough edges, burns pretty clean, leaves a little dampness in the bowl. Now, you can get this in 2-ounce tins, and it also comes in 8-ounce tins as well. And it's about $5.21 per ounce.
Yeah.
So
the only way to get it is tins.
Yeah, you can't get this in a bulk blend. So anyway, all right. Well, now it's time to give us our final thoughts. What do you guys think?
I honestly at first was gonna give it like a 2. I didn't like it really, but I think that's not honoring it properly because I think my cadence is kind of ruining it. So I think a 3 is better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially since I like aromatics more, so I wouldn't expect to really go crazy over this one. But I think my cadence isn't doing it proper justice anyways. So I think it should be higher than what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So a 3 would be fine for me.
For me, this one is a winner. This is a on-the-shelf, all-the-time smoke for me. And I even bought a couple extra tins this last time, go around, so that I can cellar it and see if it ages well. I'm not sure if it will because it comes a little dry. So I'm not sure how well it will age, but for me, this one is a 4.5.
Wow.
For me, this is a winner.
Jeez.
I wanted an aromatic, something sweet that I could relax on. Burley adds a good nicotine hit. The Virginias are what I'm really wanting to smoke and taste. And that deer tongue adds that sweetness. Can't beat it.
I like this better than Crooner. I think I gave Crooner a 4, didn't I?
No, I think you gave it a 3.5 as well. I can't remember.
This one's a solid 4.
Yeah.
This one is a solid 4 for me. I think as a natural aromatic, quality Virginia is being used. The Perique doesn't stick its head out at all.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm pretty sensitive to Periques. There's only certain Periques that I can really smoke and enjoy. This one's great. It's a 4 for me.
Yeah.
So what's that? 3, 4, 4.5. What does that average out?
I think
11.
Yeah,
That's
like,
about almost. Honestly, it's like 3.5, 4. Almost.
Yeah, I say we just stick to a 4
Yeah.
on this blend. I think a good solid 4 for the gentleman caller.
All right, well, let's dig it up.
Yeah.
Man. So for Cornell and Diehl, gentleman caller, we give it a solid 4. 4 shots. And my shot that I'm having right here. All right, well, good call on bringing this one in here, man. I appreciate it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to want you to dump a little bit more in my jar.
Yeah, we're
here.
going to have more.
Yeah.
I have more at the house, too. This is a fan favorite for me.
All right, you guys got anything you want to share?
Well, thank you for all the comments and all the support and everything. What did we get?
Hey,
the
we
third,
were
yeah.
honorable mention
Yeah, that's what it was.
for the Country Squire's Best of 2020 YouTube channel. So thank you guys very much for nominating us, and thank you to the Country Squire for noticing the work that we've been putting in, trying to add to the pipe community.
Yeah.
So yeah, we were really pleased with that. You guys need to go to the Country Squire radio and listen to some of their podcasts if you have not. They're quality stuff. Quality stuff. I listen to every episode every week that they put out. Usually they're out on Tuesdays or Wednesdays, sometime during that time. So anyway, yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. We greatly appreciate you. Don't forget,
make all your piping moments count.
we will see you next time. Have a great week.
Thank you, guys.
Bye-bye.